Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. This is a beautiful Wednesday. I was a little wet earlier here, but it's clearing up and seems like it's going to turn out to be a beautiful day today. So, okay, new drivers and future drivers, I want to speak to you all today about conversation starters and the importance of having a conversation piece in your tool belt because you'll be dealing with the public on a daily basis. It is important that you learn to craft a conversation piece, okay? Okay, now I get it. Every driver is not a conversationalist. A lot of drivers are not going to be sociable people. And a lot of drivers are fear of conversation starters. They don't know how to approach conversations, okay? So a lot of them won't say nothing because they don't know what to say and how to say it. Well, over here on my channel at Rideshare RealTalk, I'm here to teach you what I learned. Now, I was once like you, curious and wanted to know all that I could know about Lyft as I wanted to sign up and drive for the platform, okay? But I still had I was curious about a lot of things. Kind of frightened. Conversation was one of them. How am I going to talk to these people? Will these people speak to me? Things of that nature. A host of other things as well. Well, here on my channel, I'm going to give you in-depth details and tips on how to approach a lot of things. And creating a conversation piece is one of the most important things that you can have in your tool belt. Okay. So here's tip number one. Let's say you get a trip, okay? You get a call to go pick someone up. You get a trip to pick someone up. As you get there to pick that person up, that person comes out of the house. As they enter the vehicle, the first thing you do is you speak. And here's a tip. Good morning, how you doing today? I hope everything is going fine for you today, Okay, so what you did, you spoke, but then you also slid in a slight conversation starter. Now, conversation starters are meant to make the ride more comfortable and go go easier. You know what I'm saying? So when that person gets in the vehicle, how you can determine if that person is a sociable person and would love to talk is they would say, oh, well, I'm doing fine this morning. How are you doing this morning? How's everything going with you? That's a person that don't mind conversating, right? Okay. Now, how you can tell if a person do not want to talk is when they get in the vehicle and you say, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope everything's going well. And they get in the back seat and they be like, okay, all right, everything's fine. And they don't say nothing else. They don't want to talk. So at that point, what you do is you proceed to make sure that they're buckled in, slide the trip as pickup, and take them to where they need to go. Now, the person that you picked up that said to you, hey, I'm doing fine today. And how are you doing today? You know what I'm saying? That person would like to conversate, so that conversation will flow. Because they might say, oh, well, I'm doing fine today. I woke up a little late, couldn't get it to going, you know what I'm saying? Some days it'd be like that. Then you might be like, yeah, I have those days too. There's some rough days. But by the grace of God, the most important thing is we woke up this morning. You know what I'm saying? So we can make the rest of it right. Conversation starters. They flow. Once you get Once you learn how to do it, practice makes perfect. Once you learn how to do it, they just go in all types of directions. No, it does not have to be a particular topic. Conversations just flow. And you're going to understand what I'm saying as you get used to doing this. Okay. Back over tip number 1 again. When you get a ride in your app, you go to pick that person up. As that person's into your vehicle, you say, good morning, how you doing today? I hope everything is going well with you today. Okay? So you spoke, and you slid a conversation starter in there, all at one. Okay? That person that tells you, I'm doing fine today. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? And how's everything going with you? That's a person that will love to conversate, okay? Which makes the ride more comfortable and easier to get through. Now, the person that gets in the vehicle, as you say, hey, good morning, how you doing? I hope everything's going well with you today. And they get in the back seat and they say, everything's fine. You buckle up, you slide, pick up, and you drop that individual off. There's no problem. You greeted them, and you slid your conversation piece in there. Today, this person might not want to conversate. So this is how you can determine who would like to conversate, who would not like to conversate. Okay? Now, when it comes to conversating with passengers, right? Be very careful with the choice of conversation. You don't want to share too much personal information about yourself. It's nothing wrong with just having a general conversation, but be mindful that this only may be a 15 to 20 minute ride. Okay? You don't want to tell nobody your life story in 15 to 20 minutes. They're paying you for a ride. They're not paying you for a ride into your past and into your future. Okay? But a good conversation, can be things about, the weather, food, sports. Now, if it's not getting debatable, politics is very tricky because it can become people's political views are different, which can turn the conversation can turn a little harsh. So you want to be very careful and tread lightly around sports and politics because people can become very opinionated and upset with the way you may see things. So you tread lightly around topics like that. But, as far as, somebody may say, hey, how's Lyft treating you? Are you making any money? You can be like, it's doable. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you feel your views are, if you feel like you want to share them, be mindful. This is only a ride of maybe 10 to 20 minutes. You may say a few things, but I'm trying my best to work with it, but I don't think it's for me, or something like that. Then sometimes they'll be like, well, why you say that? I've talked to 2 other drivers, and they say that it's doing pretty good for them. This is what you said. Well, everyone's results will be different, so everyone will be driving for a different purpose financially. So, if those drivers told you that they were doing fine, for whatever financial purpose that they are driving Lyft for, it could be working for them. I can only speak to you about what's not working for me. Leave it be. Okay? You can, conversations, sometimes people will get in and start venting about their personal life, about things that they're going through. Just be an ear. Keep your opinions to yourself. And advice can be tricky. So be very mindful of the advice that you offer up, if you offer any. In my opinion, I would advise you not to offer too much advice. You could just be an ear, you know what I'm saying? And a concerned ear, you know? It's okay to give some advice if it's not too I would leave the advice discretion up to you, okay? But sometimes I've given advice, you know, where I thought advice was needed, you know. So that's the only thing I can really say about that. Like I said, it can be tricky. Conversations are tricky. Okay, the goal behind conversation starters is when you're dealing with the public, it makes things go a lot more smoother. It helps the customer or the rider know that you're okay because you are communicating with them, you know. So it's more easier for them to be relaxed with you as they're being taken from point A to point B. It's important that you new and future drivers understand that courtesy is very important. Like I said, you may not be a talker. You may not know how to approach conversations. But on my channel here at Rideshare RealTalk, I'm here to give you tips on how to maneuver throughout a ride, how to approach conversations, how to initiate conversations, okay? How to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And no debating. No debating. A conversation is to make the ride smoother. There's no need to be debating and getting overly opinionated, because those could turn into arguments, you know. So, you know, I just want to make sure that I give you new and future drivers the information that I did not have. So it was hard for me trying to learn. Well, I'm a people's person anyway. I've dealt with the public in my time throughout business ventures, and as an entrepreneur, you deal with the public. And I wasn't always a people's person, but I learned, you know. In this line of work that we're in, it's a very good tool to have in your tool belt. A conversation starter. Knowing when not to talk. Okay? Being quiet all the time, it comes off creepy. I've had many customers tell me that drivers don't speak, they're quiet, they don't say nothing the whole trip. So you got a trip that's 30 minutes long and the driver doesn't say anything. All you all are doing are hearing each other breathe. You know, all trips, the people are not going to talk to you. And, you know, that's just something you're going to have to learn to deal with. If the individual doesn't take the bait that you put out there when they get in the vehicle and you greet them and say, good morning or good evening, how are you doing today? How's life treating you? You know what I mean? Or how is things going on? How's things going for you today? I hope all is well. There's all types of conversation starters. In the videos to come, I'm going to do a list of conversation starters in detail. That way, you know, you'll be better suited in how to, you can see them That way you can be like, hey, you know what? How you doing today? How's life treating you? How's the week been for you? You know what I'm saying? Did you eat a lot of turkey this Thanksgiving? How was the pecan pie? How was the sweet potato pie? Things of that nature. How was Christmas? Did you drink a lot of eggnog? You know what I'm saying? There's ways that you can, you have to be, it's ad-libbing. You know what I'm saying? Let your mind flow freely. Frightened and timid, it's not going to get you anywhere. Relax. Invite the customer into your vehicle with a wonderful, courteous attitude. I get it. One trip might get you bent all out of shape because the people were not good people. Something you're going to have to understand as a Lyft driver. When you drop that person off, you erase that individual out your mind, because you have to be prepared to go a few blocks down the street and greet the next individual. Remember, this asshole that you dropped off shouldn't reflect on your attitude so that you can treat this customer that you're picking up how this asshole treated you before you dropped them off. So just remember, people, conversation, get your tips, make the people feel comfortable with you. It's just, small talk, because the rides are not going to be any more than 30 minutes. You don't want to take 2 minutes, as I told you about long trips. Go to those videos. And people, before I forget, I would like you all to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on my channel so that you can stay in the loop for the newest videos that I'll be dropping as the week and the month go along. I don't want you to miss any of this valuable information. You new drivers and you future drivers, you're going to really need this, because I didn't have this. I want to give you what I didn't have so that you can succeed and be better prepared as you enter the Lyft platform as a new driver. And if you're a future driver and you're on the fence about it, let me give you the knowledge to help you get out here and be confident at being a Lyft driver for whatever financial purpose that you may need to do it. I'm never going to tell you not to sign up to Lyft. I'm going to educate you on how to be confident as you're out here being a Lyft driver. Okay? So I just wanted to talk to you all about conversation starters and how to approach, conversation. Gave you a few tips on how to initiate conversation through speaking, combining both of them, a sociable individual will pick up on it and will throw it back at you. A person that's not trying to talk will say everything's okay, setting it back. You buckle up, you drop them off. So I've gave you 2 ways to know to talk or not to talk, okay? All through that one combination of speaking with a starter inserted, okay? So, I got more value to come because I'm learning on a daily basis. And boy, let me tell you something, I'm going to bring it to you. That's right. I'm going to give it to you as I'm getting it. And like I said, I have a southern accent, okay? So please, people, please be mindful to to listen. If you don't understand something, go back in my videos and listen to it again, and you'll better understand it. I'm trying to get better at getting right to the point, right? But sometimes I like to, add little examples and things of that nature into my videos so I can better clarify what the point that I'm trying to get across to you new and future drivers. Well, until my next video, once more, I would like to ask you all that took time to look at my videos to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on my channel so you can stay in the loop when I release the latest jewel. Things that's going to actually help you while you're inside of the vehicle, operating every day. So, people support the channel. Hey man, I think I got like 140 something subscribers, I'm gonna keep putting content out there because I know you all gonna need it. And I want to help you all educate yourselves so that you can be prepared out here as you enter this Lyft platform as a driver. Well, to all my fellow drivers, hey man, stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you may be. To my new and future drivers, take time to look at my videos because I have just about everything in my videos thus far that you're going to need to succeed out here as a Lyft driver. Okay? Until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.